Hi, my name is Ed Sparks, Hollywood's best advertiser and winner of the world's fastest webmaster games for 12 years, with only one disqualification and one protest. As the world's fastest keyboard and mouse with mathematics and supply chain and shareholders and equity at the forefront. Today we are talking about day 29 of your water fast. I completed day 29 of my water fast, and today is day 30 for me. And out of your 30-day water fast, it's okay if you do not want to go to day 30. My wife hates when I go past 4 weeks, but I have done it so many times, it doesn't matter. My suggestion is that you don't eat fried chicken first or French fries for some reason. When I promised myself after the first 2 days in Paraguay that I was not going to eat any more food in Paraguay after I didn't like the meat coming out of the meat countries. So out of Uruguay into Paraguay, I just couldn't eat it. And so what I had chosen to do was, we were on a bus and we're going over the border into Bolivia. And once we got through Bolivia, it took a long time to get into Bolivia, number one. Number two, Bolivia is part of the Boulevard countries. So it's like the gateway to everything from Paraguay, and you have to have serious visas. Now I have visas, right? I still have my visa. I have more than one passport, so they were looking up my passport, and then they had to look up my other passport number, and I had the other passport, and I had my other visas. So it's a very complicated process, which you can buy in cash at the airport, or you can buy in cash anywhere. But it is like $200 to enter into Paraguay, $200 to enter into Bolivia, as far as I'm concerned. So I also have my Paraguayan visa also, 10 years. So when we got in there, and then they fed us fried chicken, they all stopped, and the bus brought on fried chicken from the part of the experience, and that didn't work out very well because I just couldn't eat it. Whatever the corn or whatever was, oil or whatever, it doesn't matter. I do not suggest eating any of your favorite foods for a couple of days because it will drive you bananas. Sandwiches and stuff are probably the best way to go. Yesterday at the store, I bought some vegetables I was going to make soup with. It has nothing to do with what I'm going to eat all day. It's just that instead of making a big pot of soup, what I'm going to do is just going to make little pots of soup and hope that everything goes well after that. Yesterday I woke up and drank water. It was my Friday, and I banged out on my work by maybe noon. 6 hours of work, 5 hours of work, plus this video. We went downtown, walked around. It was hot, but she went shopping quite a bit, and that was about it. We were looking for the stuff called ahi because I can't make ensabiada without ahi, and it's just a difficult thing to understand that we're 15 miles away from the coast of Venezuela, and we cannot get the main spice for all of South America. There's no way in the world you go in South America, anywhere, even Brazil. I don't care if you're in Suriname or anywhere. There's no way you could go into any grocery store and not see ahi as the first thing that they sell. Basically, it's like kind of like some sort of Mexican spice that you see is all dried up in powder form. but it's not Mexican. It's actually Spanish, especially in the Boulevard countries. There's no way you're getting away from that spice. Other than that, your goal is very important. It's very simple to get past day 27, 28, 29 was pretty rough, wasn't it? Yeah. Now you'll get past it. I'm sure that somewhere in the 30s, all your energy will come back. You don't really have any problem. I'd love to put up the Centrum and SWAN, but I just didn't have the energy to do that, and I was a little unmotivated. But lucky for all of us, tomorrow is a different day, and tomorrow is gonna be back to normal. 5 more months of not smoking, 5 more months of Hollywood's best advertiser. We can go ahead and maybe get started. I really have 9 or 10 days left of serious work to do, and then I could go into sales, but I might just go ahead and start, make $1,000 extra a month in August. You can come with me on a journey, be a sales rep with me, and try to go ahead and make an extra $1,000 for you every month, starting in August. Say, Sparks, why don't you do that all the time? Oh, I was just on a 15-year vacation. It'd take me a long time to recover. And I had planned never to leave this island. And for some reason, my driver's license freaked me out, and not having my stuff freaks me out a lot. So I really need to move all my stuff to Vegas. But that's a subject for another day. I cannot sacrifice my things just because I cannot get there and put them in storage. Only because my family is very, very bad people. And so is my wife. My wife's a terrible person, horrible. Probably the worst person on the earth. I've never seen somebody hate everything. But that's okay. If I swapped it out, if I made the part change, it would just be a similar situation. But me, I don't think that way. I only get into arguments when people interact with me. So under 99.99999% of the time, as long as no one talks to me, I never have a problem. I sit on the beach, but eventually people fuck around and they come up to me when I'm 75 cocktails down, and they won't say down. I've seen a lot of people rope themselves off, like, do not come in this area. But that is a subject for another day. And trust me, I've been around. According to my calculations, out of all of humanity, I've actually traveled more of North and South America than any person alive. I believe. I do not believe that there is an expert at South America and North America more qualified to do anything in the history of humanity than I am. I've been to all the island nations of the Caribbean. I have been to all of North America, Central America. I have traveled through South America 2 times, at least a month a country. I've lived in at least 9 or 10 countries more than 3 months in North and South America. The only thing I don't care about was Canada, but I have been to Canada in 2 different areas, plus Alaska too. I know quite a bit about everything. I can tell you exactly what to do, where to go. But of course, budgets are always constrained, and you have to make a choice. I've done it by plane, I've done it by bus. I don't care. There's countries I don't care to go back to, but I go anyway. So testing networks and everything else. Um, when I had come back from my DUI in Irvine on the 5, I had come from a bikini bar at 100 miles an hour. We drank about 4 bottles of sake, and I got thrown in jail. And then the next day, uh, well, I mean, I'm an executive, so I got invited to the first opening, the grand opening celebration of a Japanese restaurant. So I'm in this Japanese restaurant. Uh, it's the first time it's open. I'm VIP guest. Um, I'm more or less +1, but they all know who I am in Westminster. I went to a bikini bar in Midway City called Green Girls, which you can look it up. This is just like a Hooters. Not much else going on. I got pulled over by the helicopter and about 14 black sedans. Thrown in jail. Now that starts a 4-year process. Plus I'm on probation, 5 years. Plus I'm on DUI probation, 10 years. So I flew back to Florida, looked up my license. License suspended in California. Flew back to Florida, looked up my license. My Florida license is good, so I just drove around, no problem. Until my license expired, which it recently did. So I went back. Eventually, I got terminated from that job, and I had gone back to Fort Lauderdale while I was working there doing sales. So I've been in every repair garage in the state of Florida for automotive, every category. So pretty well known as Fleet Junior 2. I was down in Fort Lauderdale and I saw General U. Now, General U is probably the only person in the world that knows everything. So here I am, and I'm strangling the fuck out of him. Not physically this time, but I'm like, look, it's time. So I guess what else to do now? So we divided. It was maybe 2016, maybe back into 2015. So we started Hoodie Department officially. Boom. This is what they do. This is how they are. We moved over, started new departments. Dwarf, Orc, Elf, Princess, all moved. Princess was the way that we funded everything because Princess is the incoming money from dealing with the military and deployment of the IT department. So that's kind of how that went. Up until that point, it was good. And then he surprised me, so he moved me in charge. So now I'm general of Hood Department. So I made 4. I made a 4 before I was 4. So I'm a 3, made 4. So now I'm first general of the Hoodie Department, first general of the Internet Department of the United States of America. And I have developed new departments. Orc is a lot of the drone technology, and Dwarf is anti. So if you really search hard enough, you find out that vehicles and stuff are now seriously enhanced with radar jamming devices that we have. So if they're driving and people try to trigger bombs and stuff like that, they will not go off as vehicles go through. Even though those departments are mainly for Spider, so the Spider is the top. So Spider is number 1. So, everything supports Spider. Elf is Elevation, even though Elf is really the hacking department. All of it's hacking department. Elf is the hacking department for Dwarf is the hacking department for firewalls. Orc is the hacking department for cameras. Elf is the hacking department for medical. Princess is a different type of situation, which you can learn about yourself. and Spider is our main unit. So Elf also supports Spider by keeping them off the ground. So in most situations, Oni is in control because Oni is dragon for that department, and we'll go anywhere, support anything, and sometimes we don't because it still goes down the chain of command. So even though I'm not in control now, I was replaced. What happened was eventually I started traveling. I finished Central America. They're like, hey, actually pretty good at Mexico, and we had found through paperwork I cannot actually be in control of Mexico. So then I finished the Caribbean minus Haiti and Jamaica. And then they were like, oh, it's not bad. Hey, maybe we should start a division in the Caribbean. Then I finished all South America except for Venezuela. And I come back and get my visa. So every country I went to, we were checking towers and checking security on how these things are intertwined with ours. And remember, SWAN stands for Secure and Maintain American Networks. So we're more interested in how they triangulate with our visions and goals of the United States. And what's the worst part is no one in the United States respects us, right? No one. Like they don't respect us. Even our own selves don't respect us very much. And my salary reflects that. Our military doesn't respect us as IT people either. So the only people that are going to be able to protect ourselves are us. So when I started talking like that to you, I said we have to change Cyberman Force from a C to an S. So we did, and then I changed it from United States Cyberman Force, which was messing me up with Space Force, to the same acronym as Secret Service. It is United States Cybermen SWAN. And a lot of those guys do have secret clearances and everything else, which I don't care what they do. But I'm not staying in the United States. I don't believe it should stay in the United States all the time. But that's up to you. There's tons of stuff to do in the U.S. There's tons of stuff to do in the U.S. You can go to Guam. You can go to Saipan. You could go to Samoa. You could go to Marshall Islands. You can go to Virgin Islands. You can go do tons of stuff in Florida. There's tons of stuff to do in your life. You don't have to worry about that. And to be fair, there's positives and negatives to everything. After that, finally, I've become a real big expert in Spain. And then coming out of Africa and the African movement into Spain is they're kind of connected to each other a little bit. So I'm like, hey, we have to set up some perimeters over here. And then I'd been to France already, wasn't as interested in that. Portugal is a little bit different of a situation for me. I finished most of Europe. I come over to Russia, start talking to the people over there about how we interact with them in the Alaska region and how they work together in Antarctica and Arctic. So because I work for free, I could get away with a lot of stuff that no one else can. So I volunteered everywhere. I come through Belarus. I come from Latvia all the way down to the bottom of Greece. I live in Rome. I mean, if there's any country that you ever go to for one vacation in your life, you go to Rome. You don't ever do anything else. Just go right to Rome. Look up your mom and pop's restaurants, go eat some carbonara, and go eat some pizza in the buffet pizza place off the street, and just eat Italian food all day. Go to another city and eat some more. Just keep eating. There's no reason not to. I wouldn't go anywhere else. I definitely wouldn't go. Anything that you see, I wouldn't go anywhere else for any reason. That's my recommendation. Doesn't matter where I am or whatever's going on. I finished Haiti and Jamaica, and then I finished Venezuela, got my visa. Maduro was really nice to me, I think, about it that way, even though it was pandemic. I come into Margarita. Uh, Maduro allowed me to go into Margarita, and testing their system was it's not archaic. It's the same as Cuba. It's interweb. So I really had to pay attention to how I was going to deal with that if I was going to be put in control of South America. And because everybody deserves to do what they want to do. So Brazil definitely is a different monster. It attaches itself to Portugal. Right here, I'm attached to the Netherlands. So the official title that I was given was General of North and South. Third in, I think I was third. I was third in command for the division of all Cybermen activity in North and South America and the Iberian Peninsula minus Canada, the United States, Mexico, and the Bahamas, and technically Samoa. So, which will work my way up. Plus, people die. I swear to God, people blow themselves up. They just blow themselves up. And General Hughes, different story. I swear to God, he'll eventually get, his brain will just be downloaded into a computer. Put back into a 15-year-old kid, and then he's going to grow up again. It's the only person that knows everything, I think, in the United States. And as long as Miami's around or Fort Lauderdale, it's going to be all right. So you can make it. You can get skinny. You can get skinnier using this method. You're just going to have to determine when you're going to go on your 30-day water fast next. And it's okay if it's 28 days, because I understand that you may not understand. So if you're eating, if you do, like, if you say 4 to 20, so on the 21st week you can go back on your 4, because you've eaten and you've re-nutritionized yourself and you don't look the same, and this has grown out a little bit, and then you flush yourself out again, and eventually you're down to a weight where you burn so many calories so fast that it doesn't matter anymore. And you know it's going to happen when you start sneezing. So if you start sneezing or feel cold once in a while, that's when you're not really necessarily being a pussy. Just honestly, at that point, you have to wear a waffle, which I used to wear waffles all the time. But this also offers you some protection in a fist fight, depending on who wants to fight you. That's why we ended up putting official fight days in Cybermen. I almost said Cybermen Force. I remember everyone's a Cyberman. It's only in certain aspects that you have to fill out paperwork. They don't even care. Certain divisions have to deal with death. They don't care if you die. They don't even tell you. You don't find out. Sometimes you do. Depends who it is. Anyway, my name's Ed Sparks. I have honestly only 12 to 16 more hours here until I'm finished with my 30-day water fast. If y'all didn't think I could do it, I have a backhand for you. And then hopefully maybe on the 1st, we'll just start to make $1,000 a month this year in 30 days. So if we do it once, then we're gonna want to bring our income up to 55, 65,000 a month. If you don't think that's possible, that's fine. We can start at 500 a month. We'll work on trying to get 500 a month in residual income starting in August. Once I get my energy, I should be able to finish my daily routine before 10 o'clock. I like to dial at 10:30. With 2 major states already finished or almost finished. Eventually, it will be finished in August. That means we can smile and dial. You can sign up for a sales rep for my company, and I will sign up as a sales rep for my company too. And we're going to go sell. And as soon as people start wanting to sell in their own area, then we'll set them appointments too, because it's easier to sell via appointment. Anyway, if I was in the United States, I'd be selling appointment anyway. Y'all have a good day. If Alec is watching this, then Alec needs to finish one more day. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll tell you what I was eating and what the plan was. As I said, I got tons of vegetables, but I'm just going to cut off about a quarter, stick them all in a little pot, maybe brown them up a little bit. My suggestion is stay away from garlic right away because it's really going to bother you. And try not to eat salt for about 2 days. Okay. Have a good day.